Even in a province that has a permanent anti-corruption super squad, this arrest was big. Construction magnate Tony Accurso was one of 14 people arrested during raids in Quebec early today. A warrant was also issued for the mayor of a Montreal suburb. The 14 face a total of more than 40 charges, including fraud and influence peddling, all allegedly relating to construction contracts. The CBC's Terence McKenna has been investigating corruption allegations in Quebec, and he's got our story tonight. Terence.
Peter, Quebec has been rocked by a series of political corruption scandals in recent years, but today's operation shows that this could be the biggest one of all. Leading the arrest list today is Tony Accurso, one of Quebec's most powerful business figures, whose giant construction firms have raked in close to $1 billion in government construction contracts. Accurso first came to public attention because of his 120-foot yacht called The Touch, here anchored in the Caribbean, a floating palace with multiple bedrooms that Accurso used to entertain politicians, businessmen, and union leaders. Also on the arrest list today was Richard Marcotte, mayor of the Quebec town of Mascouche, who was reportedly a guest on Accurso's yacht, although he refused to confirm or deny that when confronted 2 years ago on the Radio-Canada program Enquête. Marcotte said he didn't have to answer about his private life, even though his administration was negotiating multi-million-dollar contracts involving Tony Accurso. Among the most intriguing arrests today were two political organizers for Jean Charest's Quebec Liberal Party. Today, the Premier did not want to talk about that, instead claiming that the police operation shows the legal system is working perfectly.
What this also demonstrates is that no one is above the law, and all those who are of the object of investigations will be pursued.
Previous arrests in the scandal involved municipal contracts for projects like this water filtration plant in the city of Boisbriand. In police interrogation tapes of the politician and business people involved, a much larger system of influence peddling and clandestine political financing is described, a pattern that is moving to a higher and higher political level. Last week came the revelation that Jean Charest's former deputy premier, Nathalie Normando, overruled her department officials to approve funding for a municipal construction project awarded to one of her political fundraisers. Normando says she did nothing wrong. Many more revelations are expected in June when hearings begin for the Quebec Commission of Inquiry led by Justice France Charbonneau. Revelations that it will likely embarrass Mr. Charest and his senior ministers even further. Peter?
Well, Terry, what is the expected fallout here for Jean Charest?
You know, the Premier is in a very difficult political position. Just a few weeks ago, he was expecting to call a spring election that could be held before the Commission of Inquiry really gets rolling. But that plan was scotched because there was a sudden surge in the polls for Pauline Marois and the Parti Québécois. Now, of course, there are thousands of student demonstrators filling the streets of Montreal almost every day. The Premier's political position, Peter, is bad and getting worse.
All right, thanks, Terence. Terence McKenna in Montreal tonight.